subject of being like more scantily clad or posting quote unquote thirst traps online, for me, I have two older brothers. So growing up, I always thought like I was more conscious of, okay, so what are they gonna think? Like, how is this gonna reflect on them? But the older I get, it's like I don't. Why should I be living my life on, your opinion or how you're gonna be affected by something? Because when you really think about it, when people make their moves in life, they're not thinking about how it affects you. To the most, for most people. Now, there are some people that are actually thinking like that, because I used to be somebody that thought like that. But it's just like, I can't not express this part of myself because, oh, how will it reflect on my father? Or how will it reflect on me having older brothers? Or what will they think? Will they think that I am a hoe? Will they think that I am easy? And it's just like, who wants to go through life limiting what you want to express because of another person? We're all going to die one day. And that's where I like sit. It's like I'm going to die one day, and it's just like I can't be thinking about how this is going to make you feel, because ultimately that doesn't matter, honestly. Like, yeah, it matters, but it doesn't matter because it's my life. And I just, like I said, I even like watching on YouTube like the stripper vlogs, and I don't automatically just think, oh, sex workers are hoes, or sex workers want attention, or oh, sex workers didn't have any male figures in their life growing up. It's just like, no. To a certain degree, when I see sex workers or I see strippers, I think they have a level of freedom, like a freedom of expression, a freedom of not bound by societal like expectations. And I feel like that is what life is about. Life is about stepping out of just people's expectations of you, because that's your true shadow self. And I'm somebody that truthfully believes in the yin and yang of life. You know what I mean? Like, you have to embrace your shadow self, because you have multiple different facets of you as a person. And if somebody can only perceive they can only perceive 1% of you, that speaks more on their like awareness. That's not you, that's their awareness. Because if you see somebody doing a thirst trap and you automatically just put them in a box, well, that's your mindset. Because people, like I said, are multifaceted. So you shouldn't ever look at somebody or see them do one action and automatically think you know who they are, because that's honestly stupid. I mean, just to put it point blank period, that's stupid. And people are entitled to feel that way about you. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have their thoughts about you in that regards, because if that's how they perceive life, then they may see you as a whole, they may see you as somebody to just beat off on. But for me, I like, the pinup style. And I know that's more of a sexual nature. When pinup was more like enticing in a sexual way. But I don't know, like, I want to be able to look back on myself, because you're not always going to be in the form that you're in. You know what I mean? You're going to grow older. You're going to get wrinkles. You're going to change. You're going to, just life is going to take its course. And for me, I rather document it throughout my whole entire life. Like, okay, this is the stage of my life that I was more, burlesque, or I was more extra. And I don't feel like that should be just demonized. But I know that people in general do that. And it's just like, I don't know, me being, like I said, like an artist, I just can't do that. That's just not the type of person I am. It just isn't. Like, if you want to see one aspect of a person and think that you know their entire life, then that's actually pretty sad on you and your understanding of life. Because have you ever spoke to that person, you know what I mean? Have you ever actually engaged with that person? Or did you see a photo of them and maybe some lingerie and make up a whole narrative of who that person is? I think that is stupid, honestly, because people are multifaceted, and that's how I see people. I don't see you at work and think that this is you completely. I don't see you at the club and think that this is you completely. I see beneath the surface, and I see more than that, because you are more than that, because this is just one aspect of you. One. What person on this earth is one dimensional? Nobody is. So, you know, I just don't think that you should limit yourself because of other people's perception. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna die. And are you gonna die knowing that you did what you wanted to do, and knowing that you died, you know, just expressing everything that you wanted to express? Or are you gonna die being like, oh, I didn't express this because, oh, it would look bad on my family, or it would mess up my reputation? Like, fuck a reputation. You're gonna die one day. Like, you're really gonna die one day. You think Prince is thinking about the fact that he had his ass out? I doubt it. He probably wishes he did even more when he was alive. And I think that more people have that mindset, that they think they wish that they did even more, pushed it even more, delved into their shadow self even more. Because playing it safe is, oh, I'm gonna do this because it doesn't rock the boat, it's socially acceptable, I'm not gonna get judged. That's a boring ass life to live, personally. Because even when you think about people like in the industry, in the music industry, people be like, oh, they're selling their soul because they did this, this, and that. And it's like, are they selling their soul? Because people have different morals. So what you find morally right doesn't mean that that person's gonna find that morally right. That's just what you find morally right. So are they selling their soul? If you was doing the act that they're doing, yeah, you would be selling your soul, but they may not feel like that. They may not feel like doing this, this, and that, selling their soul. They may be A-okay with doing that. So is it, you know, you gotta think deeper about stuff. People just think so surface level about things, and I'm not a surface level person. I have a Pisces moon. I don't think surface level. So it's like, don't put me in a box. I don't want to be put in a box, because I'm forever changing. The Sierra that am right now, I'm not gonna be the Sierra probably in 5 years. The spirituality that I'm practicing right now, I may not even believe in it in 5 years. Or I may believe in parts of it, but, you know, leave other parts behind. So it's just like, like, I think you just gotta be free to express yourself. And no matter who likes it, no matter who thinks it's cool, you just gotta do it. Because you only got one life to live. And I can't live for other people's thoughts, and I can't live for other people's level of understanding. Like, that would be very just, I don't know, like, it would just be a disservice to myself, because now I'm boxing myself in on the morals of you. But who the fuck is you? Because I'm me at the end of the day. Why would I box myself in because you don't like something? Or why would I box myself in because you perceive something a certain type of way? So now I need to perceive it that way, because if I don't perceive it that way, I'm going to lose the affection of you. Like, who gives a fuck about you? Like, that's how I feel. Maybe that's my Leo sun. I don't know. Ultimately, I really don't. But like I said, if people did, because you know, people are going to perceive certain things, like you being scantily clad, as something. But why should that stop me from expressing that part of myself, because they're going to interpret it like that? Because the person that's right for you is going to be right for you. Like I said, Prince, I love Prince, I admire Prince. And the women that dated Prince, they had a certain type of ideology that they were able to date Prince, because they didn't care that he was wearing high heels. They didn't care that he liked to be more androgynous and expressive in that way. They didn't care about that. And that's the type of people I'm trying to attract into my life. Like, you need to be like that. You know what I mean? You need to see a full person. Not parts of a person, but a full person, because I want to see the full you. I don't want to see the corporate you. I don't want to see the safe you. I want to see you. I want to see as many parts of you that you're willing to express. because that's the truest version of you. I know how to act in any room to be respected or, you know, praised. I could put on a show, but why put on a show when you could just truly be yourself? That's what I honestly think.